Food insecurity is a serious problem. Millions of families struggle to put food on the table. This means they don't always have enough to eat. Children are often the most affected. Food insecurity is complex. It's about more than just poverty. Job loss, unexpected expenses, and rising food costs all play a role. Families facing food insecurity often make difficult choices. They may have to choose between buying food and paying rent, or they may skip meals to feed their children. Food insecurity can have lasting effects on health and well-being.
I'm Lisa, a single mother of two. I work part-time at a local grocery store. Even with my job, I struggle to make ends meet. My wages are low, and my hours are unpredictable.
Some weeks, Lisa has to decide which bills to pay. Food is often the first thing to go. She knows her children need to eat, but she feels like she's failing them.
I try to hide my worry from my children. I want them to have a normal childhood, but it's hard. The constant stress of food insecurity takes a toll on me. I often lie awake at night, worrying about how I will feed my children. The guilt and shame keep me up. I wonder if I'm doing enough.
Lisa loves her children more than anything. She would do anything for them. But sometimes, she feels hopeless. She feels like she's drowning in a sea of bills and empty cupboards.
The emotional toll of food insecurity is heavy. I'm constantly stressed and anxious. I feel like I'm failing my children even though I'm doing my best.
Section 4, A World Apart.
I see other families at the grocery store. Their carts are overflowing and they seem so carefree.
Their world feels so different from hers. Lisa wishes she could provide that for her children.
I see their children begging for treats. My kids know better than to ask. They understand that money is tight. It breaks my heart.
The contrast between Lisa's reality and the abundance she sees around her is stark. It's a constant reminder of what she lacks and what her children are missing out on.
This video was proudly sponsored by Gologen, the best browser for multi-accounting. That was a brief moment, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get back to our video.
Section 5, Memories of Plenty.
I remember a time when things were easier. My husband was alive and we had a good income. We could afford to buy whatever we wanted at the grocery store. Food was never a worry.
Lisa's husband used to grill hamburgers every Saturday. Her children would play in the backyard, their laughter filling the air.
Those memories feel like a lifetime ago. Losing him was devastating. It wasn't just the emotional loss, it was the loss of financial security. I had to start over, and it hasn't been easy.
Section 6, A Helping Hand.
One day, I hear about a local food pantry. I'm hesitant to go at first. I've always been independent and prideful, but I know I need help.
When Lisa arrives at the food pantry, she's greeted with kindness and compassion. No one judges her. The volunteers understand her struggles. They've seen it all before.
Here you go, Lisa. This should help you and your family.
Lisa receives a box of groceries, filled with fresh produce, canned goods, and other essentials. For the first time in a long time, she feels a sense of relief. Section 7, Strength in Community. The food pantry becomes a lifeline for Lisa and her children. It's more than just a place to get food. It's a place of support and community.
I've met other families facing similar challenges. I realize I'm not alone in my struggles.
The food pantry gives her hope. It shows her that even in the darkest of times, there are people who care and want to help.
Mom, look, we have so much food now.
Lisa's story is a reminder that food insecurity is a complex issue that affects millions of families. But it also highlights the resilience of the human spirit and the power of community support.